Oh, hey, I didn't expect to see you here. They didn't have any more questions. If you do have questions, let's do it.
You're the best around. Nothing's gonna ever keep you down. You're the best around.
What have you been up to since the last episode? Well, lucky for you, I've been documenting what I've been up to. Take a look. Alright, Waldo. Let's see what you got for me. Yeah. I'm gonna find you, alright. Ah, there you are. Nice. This is gonna be too easy. Alright, just one more. You got this, Mike. You got this. Where is he? There he is. I got you, son of a bitch. Well, actually, what I've been up to is finishing up the album Failure Machine. I know I've been saying for a long time that it's going to be done, but it's done. It's going to be coming out August 24th, and you can buy it on iTunes and all that stuff. Anywhere you want, basically, is where it's going to be available, all online. And, yeah. Oh, by the way, I wanted to show you the album art for the first time, so take a look. What are your favorite non-alcoholic and alcoholic drinks? And can you show us how to make your favorite alcoholic drink? Well, my favorite non-alcoholic drinks are coffee and green tea. I'm a big fan of those. But my favorite alcoholic drink is a Manhattan. So let me show you how to make one. Alright, so here's the recipe for a Manhattan. Now, I want to warn you, I'm using a bourbon right now. You're supposed to be using a Canadian whiskey or a rye whiskey, but I don't really care. This one tastes the best for me, and that's how I'm going to make it. So the first thing you want is a cup of ice. It's going to be 2 ounces of your whiskey. That's 1. That is 2. Alright, so once you have that, you want to go with the 1/2 ounce of vermouth, of the sweet vermouth. You can also make it with a dry, and that would be a dry Manhattan, but this is the traditional way, except for the Maker's Mark. Anyway, 1/2 ounce of your sweet vermouth, right there. That's good. And then you want 2 to 3 drops of bitters. 1, 2, 3. There we go. And then you stir this around. Make sure it's mixed. And then I need a strainer. Fuck. Alright, now that we have a strainer, let me show you that again. So I take all the liquid, right? Pour it in the cup. Put the strainer on it, right? You pour it in this glass. There you go. Keep going. Alright, now the final thing. You just take a cherry. And you add the cherry as a garnish, and there you go. A Manhattan. A couple more of these, and it'll be just as sexy as Don Draper. If you could invite 5 dead people to dinner, who would you invite and why? Well, the first person I'd invite is Jimi Hendrix. He's one of my absolute favorite musicians, and it would be really great just to pick his brain and find out his thoughts on music, life, and just about everything. Plus, it would be incredibly fun to jam with him. The next person I'd invite is Chris Farley. He's one of the funniest comedians ever and actors ever, and he would be the life of the party for sure. I would really love to interact with him, and his physical comedy and everything he does is just incredibly funny. The third person I'd invite is Jackie Robinson. He's one of the most famous players in Dodgers history, and he's also, what I think, an incredible civil rights icon and hero. What the man went through day in and day out was just ridiculous. He couldn't eat with his teammates, sleep in the same hotel as his teammates, or do anything like that. But the man stood his ground, kept going out there and dealing with it all, and throughout it all, played ridiculously well. So I'd really love to talk to him about all of that. And I'd like to ask him how he stole home so many goddamn times. The fourth person I'd invite is Alfred Hitchcock. He's easily one of my favorite directors ever. I love his style, and once again, I just love to pick his brain and find out, how he came up with a lot of the stuff and what inspired him. And the final person I'd invite is Marilyn Monroe, and she would just be incredibly awesome to have around. She's obviously incredibly talented and incredibly sexy, but I would really love to ask her about her roles and all of that stuff. But I'd really like to know a lot of the juicier parts of her life, the whole Kennedy thing, and also just how she died, and just all kind of the darker things surrounding her. I'm really intrigued by it. I'm sure she wouldn't want to talk about it, but I'd have to ask. Thanks for joining me for another great episode of Ask Shmoe. I really love doing these, and I really love it when you guys ask questions, but not many people have been sending in questions. And I know it's tough here and there to do it, but just one question, every once in a while, will keep the show going, funny, and all of that. So please, 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 please send in more questions to askshmoe@yahoo.com, or you can hit me up on Facebook, MySpace, Twitter, all of those. I'm on everything. So just feel free to ask me any question you want and get featured on the show. Have a good day.